What's up, guys? Check it out. Customer brought us this 1958 Chevy Apache step side, short bed step side. I got all the new parts and a few boxes that are over there. This is what we're looking at. Frame looks pretty solid, just needs to get cleaned and painted. A little bit of rust here or there, typical with these cars, you know. We're gonna be doing interior also, engine also. We're gonna be rebuilding the engine it has. We got a new door. It's a used door, so we still gotta work it, but it's better than what the door that was on it. Check that out. Of course, it's not the straight six that it comes with. It looks like an Impala engine to me, but don't quote me on that. It's pretty rough around the edges, but it'll make her look pretty. He wants to go white with some black accents and a little bit of gray here or there. It's gonna look real nice. Here's one of the fenders, brand new. Nice and clean. The other fenders in there. There's the whole bedside. There's the whole bed actually. And then the hood. I put the hood over there. The hood's right there. Looks pretty good too. Of course, you know, all this needs to be worked and straightened. We're gonna make everything look real good and real straight, real pretty. So I gotta show you guys the intro of it. Probably put it outside. Yo, what's up, guys? So today we're back. It's really the day after 4th of July. I want to show you guys what we were able to do to this truck over the weekend. Let me check out the progress we made on the Apache, guys. Look at that. Got everything taken apart. Got all the interior and glass out, doors off. Gonna go ahead and start. I already got the whole cab loose. All the bolts are off already. And my dad's cutting this box frame so that way we can go ahead and put this cab on this. And we gotta send the frame off to get sandblasted. And then we'll go ahead and start dressing everything once it's back. Just want to show you guys, we went ahead and took everything off. And right now we'll see if we can get some help to pick up this cab and put it on this frame. Right now after I weld it. What's up, guys? So right here I'm having a little trouble getting this steering wheel off of the steering column. It's really kicking my butt. What's up, guys? So right here I'm having a little trouble getting this steering wheel off of the steering column. It's really kicking my butt. I've already tried many times on trying to get the bolts to come loose. It's not working out for me. I'm gonna go ahead and ask my dad if he can help me out and see what he can do, see what kind of techniques he might try, and that way we can get the steering wheel off so we can remove the steering column because it goes out through the firewall. So we got to get the steering wheel off first. Hopefully it all works out, because if not, then we're gonna have to resort to cutting, and that will mean that we'll have to replace the parts. And the customer really doesn't want to do that. He really wants to try to save a lot of the original parts as we can, if we can. So hopefully my dad can get this off, and if not, then it is what it is. That's just the way it is when you're building 60-year-old cars. This is a 1959 Apache. This is a 50s Apache. It's really old. It was not that well maintained. It's pretty rusted here and there, but not that bad of a car to start off with. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass y'all down to my dad and see what he does. I'm gonna pass him the camera. He's gonna show you guys and talk to you guys what he might do. And then after that, hopefully we can get this cab separated from this frame. That way we can send the frame off to get sandblasted, and we can go ahead and get working on the cab.
Okay, here we go. Hopefully this attempt will work. I don't really want to add heat to the steering wheel, but if we have to, we have to. We really can't use this steering wheel either. Gotta get a new steering wheel. Got cracks everywhere, but there's the risk of flame. You could start this on fire, and then what do? So you gotta be prepared, ready to throw a big old bucket of water in case anything like that were to happen. So we're gonna try and do it without heat. So here we go. I've been trying to clean these out for a while. It's just about clean. I've cleaned out a bunch of rust out of there. Sprayed enough penetrant. I sprayed penetrant again. I'll try and spray penetrant as well right now, right before we finish. Trying to remove it. And then that's another thing. You do not want to add any kind of flame to the steering wheel once you put so much penetrant. So now I'll try and tighten it with an impact a little bit before I finish centering it. Try and get them in there more. I've cleaned them out with a tapper. Tapped them out. And they're still really bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and tighten them a little bit. Just loosen this bolt a little more. Some more play. Not sure I'm able to go in there enough. In the center, our steering wheel puller to the bolt. Looks even up here. Get your socket. Looks like it may be a 1715. This is a 17. This is a metric puller. Yeah, and it's actually hard to find a lot of these old school tools. Alright, we got some of this blaster. Spray a little more in there. And if we can remove the steering wheel, we'll have success. If not, we're just gonna have to cut it off. So let's give it a try and see what happens. Full to bending already. And it still has not released. And I could keep going until they snap. And I could keep going until I break my tool. But do you want to be breaking your tools? And there they are bending. And it's still not coming on. It should have came off by now. Back it up a little. Try and center it again. Looks like it may have came out of hair. Let's try. Torquing down the bolts a little more. See how much they bent already. And that's why it wants to wobble like that. Already pretty big. Looks like may not happen, which is a bummer. And we can't spend all day trying to remove this because, like I said, you know, everybody wants to get paid for the hours that they spend on something. And we can't spend all day and then it's still no good. We still gotta buy a new one anyway. You know, because we just didn't have the success that we wanted trying to take it off. And I could apply heat. I may just try that right now. But we're gonna think about it. I may have to just cut it out. Which is a bummer. Because we could at least salvage the column, but the customer doesn't like the flasher out here. So he's probably just gonna have to upgrade the column. There's no changing that. I thought about we could leave the flasher, and I could drill a hole through here, work the wire through, hide the wire a little bit, you know, but there is a chance that the shaft will rub the wire in there because, you know, I won't be able to like really secure it against it. So it'll be close to the shaft and it won't work. But there is actually enough room to be able to run the wire in there. But there's a risk of the shaft rubbing the wire. And, you know, slicing them slowly. So I don't want to take that risk either. Like I said, it's already breaking the tools. What can we do? You know, we can get some grade A bolts and so let me see that. I may get some grade A bolts and heat it, and that'll be our last attempt. After that, I mean, what else can you do? That's why we just cut them. You know, look at these bolts. Look at how awful they are. It's really difficult to remove them all. You know, how you gonna remove those U-bolts, all that. A lot of it, you just have to cut it off. It's better than to be wasting your time trying to remove something that probably at the end it's still gonna break. And it's not gonna be any good anyway. You need to replace all those bolts. They're 60 years old and really rusty. You gotta do a safe build. Anyway, let me try and get some of those grade A bolts. We'll add a little heat. If you got any suggestions, let us know.
What's up, y'all? Thank you for watching the first episode of the Apache build. This truck is going to turn out amazing. As you saw, we had a few complications with getting the steering column removed, but that's no problem with restorations. You always run into something. Make sure you watch the next episode so you can see how we get that removed.